Love how they make a big thing in the procedure video about not leaving anything from another time period in a different time period. And yet here we are with all this futuristic technology in the time of the dinosaurs. Because if we can come back here, surely nobody else can. I don't know.
Agent 5, you have accomplished your mission and recovered the Journeyman historical log. You must now return quickly to the Temporal Security Annex and review...
Quickly, yeah, because you people have been all about quick. How do I... Is it B? There we go. And that, and yeah. Hey, I did it. Yes. Oh, Colonel.
Hi.
He's gone up in the world.
What are you doing joyriding in the Pegasus?
Look, sometimes you gotta let off steam.
Not scheduled until... Wait a minute, what's that uniform you're wearing? What's that look on your face? Once you have finished logging your report in the command center, I want to see you in my office immediately.
Return to command center now. I'm sorry, the AI said I wasn't to leave Pegasus. I gotta stay here. My hands are tied. I can't. All right, fine. All right, let's go see what all's different and stuff. Actually, if it's at all possible, I want to try something that I don't think I've done before. Because we obviously saw the Colonel was different from who he normally is. In the old timeline, he was Jack Baldwin. Now he's Colonel Baldwin. Where am I going? Okay, cool. But there was those 4 holographic faces that we saw on the way in here, and we learned a little bit about their historical contributions. I don't think I've ever tried to look at them in this timeline. And there are 3. Alright, so this was Castillo. Wonder if he's different. Oh, hello. Yes, he is.
White, inventor of the first morphing smart alloys.
Throughout the history of time, humans have attempted to explore every new frontier before them. The mysteries of land, sea, and space have already unraveled before us. Now that matter reintegration is a reality, humankind can truly explore the most infinite frontier. The micro-world of molecules that make up the universe.
Why do these scientists all have crazy faces? Also, is Castillo different, or did I just miss this one the first time I was here? No, I guess I just missed her.
Enrique Castillo, Earth's first ambassador to the symbiotry of peaceful beings.
As we have struggled on Earth to blind our eyes to the differences that have separated us.
Okay, yeah, no, this
in
is
the
the
past.
same. Okay, so I missed you, I think.
Dr. Elliot Sinclair, inventor of the first time travel device.
The invention of time travel may in the future save humanity by teaching the world to avoid the tragic mistakes of the past.
Yeah, funny. Looks like that dude that stole my elevator car. Ah, it's fine, I'm sure. Okie dokie, back to work on a totally normal, not time shifted anyway day. Actually, I want to save before I sit down because something's going to happen that we kind of need to deal with in a hurry. Alright, what's up? Oh, first we got to deal with this. Okay, cool. Oh, it says me? There we are.
Checking for temporal discrepancies.
Okay, I guess that happens later. Alright. So, 2112, 2185, 2308, and 2310. Chance of success based on historical relevance, 48%. Affected event, not an actual source of a temporal rip. 57%, 23%. So I think this, and that are, I guess, the only 3 time periods we visit? Maybe. I remember Mars, I know that. Well, let's just look at them one by one. Okay, so, unaltered. This is what's supposed to happen.
May 15, 2112. The government of Gorbistan appears ready to agree to the terms of the Worldwide Unification Treaty being set forth by the United Nations. However, at least one terrorist faction disagrees with the terms of the plan and has expressed this disagreement by taking hostages. Nevertheless, it appears that the Worldwide Unification Treaty will be signed by Gorbistan and all other nations of the world.
Okay, so that's what is supposed to happen in the normal timeline. Here's what's changed.
5/15/2112, 1400 hours. Today, amid negotiations to work out the final details of the Worldwide Unification Treaty, a nuclear missile was launched by the United States toward the country of Gorbistan. The missile, however, self-destructed before actually touching down. Before the scare, the leaders of this country appeared to be ready to accept the terms of the peace plan. Although the U.S. officials have repeatedly stated that they don't understand how the missile could have been launched, other foreign governments have already said that they cannot possibly sign a treaty with a country that would use such scare tactics. Thus, the Worldwide Unification Treaty, which has come so close to realization, now has little or no chance for ratification.
Okay. And I mentioned, undersea defense complex, so I remember that. So we got to stop a missile from being launched in that time period. Now what's happening on Mars?
August 3rd, 2185. Early today, the pilot of a cargo shuttle approaching the Morimoto Mars colony spotted an unidentified spacecraft in orbit over the colony. The sighting was verified by landing base scanners and immediately reported to Earth.
Is that the Sorolans?
Soon after, the ship sped off towards the outer reaches of the solar system. This first governmentally verified encounter with an alien race has already prompted the leaders of the world to start emergency closed-door meetings to discuss the implications of this monumental event.
Possibly. Oh, it just hit me 2308, and the current year is 2318, so this would probably have been when the Sorolans visited the first time. Well, maybe not if that was them, but you know what I mean. They visited and says, hey, do you want to join the Symbiotry of Peaceful Beings? We'll give you 10 years to think about it. This would probably have been that, because that's 10 years previously. Anyway, what changed back on Mars?
8/3/2185, 0800 hours. Morimoto Corporation's Mars Colony Project suddenly went offline last night, just moments after the pilot of a cargo shuttle spotted an unidentified spacecraft in the area. While it is still unclear what has happened, many believe that the colony may have been destroyed by a malevolent alien race. Repeated efforts to contact the colony have met with no success, but before the comlink to the colony was terminated, the sighting of the alien spacecraft, its rapid departure, and a subsequent unexplained explosion were recorded by long-range sensors on Phobos and verified by Earth authorities.
Okay, so I think I remember what happened there. I think there's a bomb somewhere, or in some way the colony is being rigged to explode, and we have to stop that from happening. Let's see what this is about anyway.
More than a century after the first confirmed sighting of a UFO, aliens have finally made contact with Earth. Early this morning, a huge triangular-shaped vehicle entered into Earth's orbit. After 3 hours, the spacecraft came through the atmosphere and hovered over Caldoria. Moments later, the following message was transmitted over all communication frequencies.
We are the Sorolans. Please do not be alarmed. We have come because we feel that you are ready. You have reached a point where you are no longer dangerous to yourselves or others.
They clearly have not been paying attention.
I've chosen to invite you to join us, the symbiotry of peaceful beings. We are an alliance of sentient beings whose objective is to benefit from the sharing of knowledge and culture. We know that it will take some time to fully comprehend the significance of this encounter, so we will give you the opportunity to deliberate our proposal. On this same day, 10 years from now,
Yeah, it's going to take a lot longer than that.
visit you to extend a formal invitation to join the symbiotry. Until then, we look forward to meeting you.
These poor
in
people have
person.
no idea what they're getting into.
And as suddenly as they had appeared, the Cerolans departed, leaving Earth to ponder the implications of their existence.
I can only
and their
imagine the other
incredible
member races
proposal.
of the symbiotry of peaceful beings just looking at the Cerolans going, what the actual fuck? Dude, why? Why would you just why? Why?
Today, 123 years after the first official UFO encounter, an alien spacecraft entered into Earth's orbit. After several hours of silence and mounting tension, the aliens transmitted the following message over all communication frequencies.
We will return when you are ready.
While no one is
They
quite
were
sure
never
what
heard
this
from
message
again.
means, many leaders have voiced concern about interacting with an obviously powerful and potentially dangerous alien race.
Okay, so yeah, this we don't visit this time period. This is just more for backstory. So this is the third one we will visit.
January 17th, 2310. The Symposium on Alien Contact began today at the World Science Centre in New Sydney, Australia. The debate centered around whether humans are ready for interaction with alien races. One speaker, Dr. Enrique Castillo, had a particularly moving speech. Dr. Castillo embarrassed the naysayers by systematically shooting down their arguments and thrilled the
And
attending
he embarrassed
scientific
everyone else
community
with whatever
visions
fucking
of
accent he
medical
was
and
putting on.
technological advances which could be gained by such interaction. Although there were strong keynote speeches on both sides of the argument, most of those in attendance appeared to be in favor of alien contact.
And now, are you ready for the best face acting of all time?
1/17/2310, 1800 hours. Dr. Enrique Castillo, a well-known biologist and advocate for establishing alien relations, was murdered earlier today. During his speech at the Symposium on Alien Contact in New Sydney, Australia, Castillo was
Here
speaking on
comes.
stage at the World Science Centre when the single shot from an unknown assailant was fired. He was later pronounced dead on arrival at the Darling Harbour Medical Complex. The murderer is still at large. Dr. Castillo was the most outspoken at the debates and firmly believed that contact with alien races would be beneficial to humanity. Although his views were not mainstream, Dr. Castillo's contributions to the pro-alien movement will be greatly missed.
So yeah, we gotta go back in time and stop him from being hit with a goofification laser.
After I was alerted that you had the historical log, I began monitoring your actions. I just downloaded the information regarding the temporal distortions. I still can't believe it just really happened. I'm reviewing all of the
Speaking
information
of
about this.
the best face acting.
It's obvious I can't risk sending you back to change things now. My life in the only world I have ever known is at stake. And no one, no matter what the regulations say, is going to change it for better or worse. As of this moment, consider yourself a hostile enemy of the state. I'm sending robots 1 and 2 to guard the command center door until I can figure out how to dispose of you. I'm sorry, Agent 5, but once I destroy the historical log you brought back from the prehistoric site, the only memories of your world will be in your head. And that's where they're going to stay.
You have very generous opinions on my head.
Initiating auto-activation of Contingency Program 13, which states,
I'm lucky if my
any
name
attempt
stays in
to
my head.
obstruct a TSA agent while on a mission is a direct violation of TSA Regulation 11.
Not
Override
Regulation
code
11.
Implemented. Attempting to establish link with Command Central Computer Core. IO link established. Agent 5, you may now utilize the TSA central computer.
Oh, yay. Alright, so I gotta send the robots somewhere else.
Target acquired. Rerouting
Yep.
robots.
I'd like mouse control, please. Okay. Yeah, I gotta send them
New
there.
target acquired. Rerouting robots.
Okay,
Rerouting
there.
robots.
So they should be safely out of the way now. I'll just save. Make sure. Alright, so now it should be safe to open this door, which I keep forgetting how to do. Yep, cool. Robots are gone. Awesome. Now we head down here, back to the ready room, back to the Pegasus. And after a slightly slow beginning, this is where the game starts to pick up, pace-wise. I think we get one more message from Captain Constipation, but then we can be on our way. Alright, let's see what we got. Yep.
Gage,
Hey, what's up?
wait. Let's talk this over. I'm sure we can figure something
Hey,
out.
you want to deal with this guy?
Anything.
Thank you.
According to TSA Regulation 11, all communication and data links to the outside
I timed that pretty
must
good for
be
not
severed
having seen this
to
for
prevent
4 years.
possible obstructions from hindering the completion of the mission. Now proceeding with the IO isolation procedures. Time bending preparations complete. You may now choose your temporal destination.
You promise? Thank you. Alright. So, let's see. I totally forgot which time period it takes place in which area. Thing is, I don't know. Well, I was going to say I don't know which one I want to go to first, but it's more a question if I know which one I want to avoid for now. And that's the World Science Center, I think it is, in Australia. Because when we go there, we get poisoned or shot with some kind of drug, and we need to make an antidote, and it's timed. And the way this game works is it's not like a game like Myst, for example, where you can go to one age, do everything you need to do, go to the next one, do everything you need to do. The time periods are sort of interconnected in that puzzles from one time period might require an item that you get from another one. And I don't remember every bit of inventory from this game, but I do know one of the time periods has a crowbar, the other one has a gas mask, and possibly some oxygen for it as well. And I don't know if we need anything from one of those other two time periods to help us with making the antidote for the Australian one. No, I think it might be this one that's the Australian one. I really should have looked that up. Okay, I was right. 2310 is Australia, 2185 is the Mars colony, 2112 is NORAD. Okay, so I want to wait on that for now. I know at the very least we can pick up a crowbar on the Mars colony, so let's start with that, I think.
You are about to travel to the Morimoto Mars colony during the year 2185. Analysis of the compared history records indicates that there are two events that did not occur in the correct history. The Morimoto colony should not have been destroyed, and the alien ship orbiting Mars should have been able to leave undamaged. You must ensure.
I would have figured those were kind of one and the same, but yeah, I suppose they are separate.
The correct order of events.
And as I said, the time periods are sort of interconnected. We'll need inventory items from multiple time periods, so we're not going to be able to do everything she says right off. But again, I know at the very least, I can get a crowbar.